I think one of the biggest mind-boggling, just being so busy, time go by really quickly. Of course, people starting to, when it comes to the media, people starting to say, hey, Mr. Robinson is getting near a year. What you're going to do for this year? It's easy for people to do that, but mentally, it's very challenging for me and my family. I didn't get a chance to grieve my own son being missing to this date. Because I had to keep my mind. If anybody been in the military, I don't know if you have, one of you have, but we were taught to be mentally sharp. And, if you have to put the mission first, I see my son as my mission, and I try to make sure I don't go to the emotional side of things because I've become less effective and my fight for my son. So I don't get the pleasure of really grieving my son being missing. I love my son, and it's been a long time since I had just a simple conversation. And so some of those realities do hit you in your head when people say, hey, man, it's Mr. Robinson, it's a year coming up. And then I had to put this thing on to say, hey, yeah, what you going to do? One thing I do have is that I have grown a passion for other families that have missing family members, because you can't escape that. When you're doing what I'm doing, there's always gonna be families come out to telling us their stories, and you couldn't be human if you don't respond to those. So I did form a 501c3 just because of that. For two things is to try to help get funding to get the forensics work done for my son's vehicle. The other part is to provide services for other families that don't have to go through the same process that I have been going through since day one. So those things are coming on the 25th, a few days after my son's anniversary date of him being missing. We're having a event called A Day of Remembrance right here in the city of Phoenix, downtown the Senate Yard complex there. And, we're inviting all the police departments to, you name it, some of the resources out there for other families. So what we're doing is giving the other families a platform to be able to share their family story and get somebody to hear their stories, because I have a lot of families out there. Nobody don't know who they are. Nobody never heard of their stories, their family member stories and things like that. So I want to make sure they don't have to go through the same pain of nobody knowing, so we have.